Imagine waking up tomorrow and your entire city is gone. No houses, no streets, no people, nothing. Throughout history, entire cities have vanished overnight, swallowed by the sea, buried under sand, or erased without explanation. Tonight, we'll uncover the greatest vanished cities of all time. Stay till the end, because the last one might prove that no place on Earth is truly safe. Pavlopetri, the city that vanished beneath the sea. Imagine a thriving city, with streets bustling with merchants, homes filled with families, and temples echoing with prayers. Then one day it's gone. No war, no warning, no trace except for whispers buried beneath the sea. This isn't a myth. This isn't Atlantis. This is real, and it's called Pavlopetri. Chapter 1: The Discovery. In 1967, a marine geologist named Nicholas Fleming was surveying the coast of southern Greece, near a place called Vathika Bay. He expected to find rocks, maybe signs of erosion. But what he stumbled upon was unbelievable. Just beneath the shallow, crystal-clear waters, he saw stone outlines, shaped like streets, courtyards, and foundations of buildings. At first, he thought it was coincidence. But soon, it became undeniable. An entire city was lying underwater. A year later, in 1968, archaeologists from Cambridge University returned to study the site. And what they found confirmed one chilling truth. This was no random pile of stones. This was a planned, organized city over 5,000 years old. Pavlopetri wasn't just a village. It was one of the oldest submerged cities in the world. Chapter 2: The Layout of a Lost Civilization. Picture this. Under the waves, you can still see roads cutting across neighborhoods. Houses with multiple rooms. Large buildings that might have been workshops or temples. Even a central plaza where people once gathered. There are also tombs, rectangular in shape, carved in stone. Imagine swimming above them today. It feels like drifting over the bones of history itself. What shocked archaeologists most was the urban planning. Pavlopetri wasn't random huts thrown together. It had blocks, courtyards, water channels, and what seems to be a drainage system. Some homes even had porches and gardens. Think about that. 5,000 years ago, people were designing homes with features we still desire today. It showed that Pavlopetri wasn't just old, it was advanced. Chapter 3: Who lived here? The timeline of Pavlopetri stretches back to at least 2800 BCE, possibly earlier. That places it in the Bronze Age, the era of the Minoans and Mycenaeans, the legendary civilizations of Greek prehistory. The people here were likely traders, farmers, and craftsmen. The city was positioned strategically on the coast, perfect for maritime trade across the Mediterranean. Pottery recovered from the site links Pavlopetri to the Minoan civilization of Crete, famous for their labyrinth myths and the Palace of Knossos. That means Pavlopetri may have been part of a wider network of seafaring cultures that laid the foundations for what we now call Greek civilization. Chapter 4: The Mysterious Destruction. But then, it was gone. At some point, around 1000 BCE, Pavlopetri disappeared beneath the waves. How? Some say it was an earthquake, as Greece lies on powerful fault lines. One violent shake could have shattered the land, sinking the city. Others blame the sea itself. A massive tsunami, triggered by a volcanic eruption like the one at nearby Santorini, could have swept across the coast and swallowed Pavlopetri whole. And then there's the slow, creeping explanation: rising sea levels. Over centuries, the land may have been gradually claimed by the ocean. Whatever the cause, the result was the same. A living, breathing city lost. Chapter 5: Life Frozen in Time. The strangest part of Pavlopetri is this. Unlike many ruins, it wasn't rebuilt or built over. When the sea swallowed it, the city was preserved almost perfectly. The streets are still there. The outlines of homes are still there. Even shards of pottery still lie on the seabed, untouched for millennia. It's like the city was frozen in time, waiting for divers to rediscover it. One archaeologist described it perfectly. Swimming over Pavlopetri is like flying over the ghost of a city. Chapter 6: Myths, Legends, and Atlantis. Now here's where it gets eerie. For centuries, legends of lost cities under the sea have haunted Greek culture. The most famous, of course, is Atlantis, the city described by Plato that vanished beneath the waves. Could Pavlopetri have inspired such myths? When locals in ancient Greece told stories of cities swallowed by the sea, perhaps they were remembering places like this, a place where people lived, loved, built, and then vanished. Some even speculate that Pavlopetri was a real-world Atlantis, not the exact one Plato wrote about, but proof that such things truly happened. Chapter 7: Modern Exploration. For decades, Pavlopetri lay mostly forgotten. But in 2009, technology changed everything. A team of archaeologists, armed with digital mapping tools and underwater robots, returned to Pavlopetri. They created the first 3D map of the entire city. What they found stunned them. The city covered nearly 9 acres underwater. That's huge. And every inch revealed more about how people once lived. Computer reconstructions brought Pavlopetri back to life, showing streets filled with people, boats docked at the shore, markets buzzing with trade. For the first time in 3,000 years, we could see the city alive again. Chapter 8: Threats and Preservation. But there's a darker side. Pavlopetri lies in shallow water, just a few meters deep. That means it's vulnerable to boats, anchors, pollution, and careless divers. Pottery and artifacts have already been stolen or damaged, and erosion continues to wear away the site. Archaeologists warn that unless protected, Pavlopetri could disappear forever, not into legend this time, but into destruction. Efforts are underway to preserve it, using digital scans, protective laws, and raising awareness. But the clock is ticking. Chapter 9: Why Pavlopetri Matters. Why does this matter? Why should we care about a sunken city? Because Pavlopetri is a time capsule. It shows us the roots of urban life, trade, and society. Proves that even thousands of years ago, humans dreamed of the same things: homes, communities, connection. It's a reminder that civilizations rise and fall, and sometimes they vanish without warning. Today, if you dive into the waters of Vathaca Bay, you can still swim over Pavlopetri. The waves ripple over broken walls. Fish dart through doorways where families once lived. The seabed guards secrets that are 5,000 years old. And as you float above, one chilling thought comes to mind. If a city like this could vanish overnight, what about ours? Civilizations believe they will last forever. But Pavlopetri whispers the truth. Nothing is permanent, not even us. Thonis Heraclean, the Egyptian city lost to the Nile. Imagine a bustling city, alive with traders, priests, and sailors. Ships carrying gold, ivory, and spices glide through its canals. Temples rise high, adorned with statues of gods, their eyes seeming to watch over the city. This was Thonis Heraclean, Egypt's once great port city, gateway to the Mediterranean, rivaling Alexandria in wealth and power. But then, it vanished, entirely. Buried beneath the murky waters of the Nile, Thonis Heraclean disappeared so completely that for centuries, people believed it was a myth. Chapter 1: A City of Power and Wealth. Founded around the 8th century BCE, Thonis Heraclean thrived as Egypt's most important trading hub. Its docks were lined with massive stone piers, temples, and palaces. Every day, thousands of merchants and sailors moved through the city, exchanging goods and ideas from distant lands. Legends describe the city as glittering with gold, its streets paved with wealth, its temples echoing with the footsteps of priests performing sacred rituals. Some say the city's rulers were arrogant, intoxicated by their power. They ignored warnings from the gods, flaunted their wealth, and treated the Nile as if it were theirs to command. Chapter 2: The Mysterious Disappearance. Then, one fateful night, the city sank. No battle, no invaders, no fire, just sudden, catastrophic destruction. Historians believe Thonis Heraclean was swallowed by a combination of earthquakes, rising waters, and soil liquefaction. The ground beneath the city gave way, and in an instant streets, houses, temples, and docks plunged into the Nile. Some local legends tell a darker story, that the gods themselves punished the city. Priests warned of divine wrath, but the rulers ignored them. And in one night, the Nile rose and claimed the city, leaving nothing but a watery grave. Chapter 3: Ghostly Ruins Beneath the Nile. For over 1,000 years, no one could find the city. Ancient texts spoke of Thonis Heraclean, but skeptics called it myth. Then, in the late 1990s, underwater archaeologists discovered stone columns, statues, and temples resting beneath 30 feet of water and mud. They found ships still sitting in their docks, anchors resting where they had dropped centuries ago. Temples lay intact, statues staring blankly upward, frozen in time. Divers described the city as eerily silent, despite the water. It felt alive, almost as if it was waiting for someone to uncover its secrets. Chapter 4: Chilling Discoveries. The discoveries at Thonis Heraclean were astonishing. Golden coins scattered across the riverbed. Stone tablets with inscriptions warning of divine punishment. Massive statues of gods lying face down, as if toppled in anger. Remains of docks and ships preserved perfectly. One diver said, "It's like stepping into a ghost city. You can almost hear the echoes of people walking, trading, living, and then disappearing forever." Even stranger, some artifacts suggest rituals and ceremonies that no one fully understands. Could these have angered the gods? Or was there a darker secret hidden in the city's power? Chapter 5: Theories and Mysteries. Scholars continue to debate what caused Thonis Heraclean to vanish. A massive earthquake could have caused soil liquefaction, turning streets into quicksand. Tidal surges and flooding may have overwhelmed the city's canals. Some believe it was divine punishment, as told in local legends. What's chilling is the speed. One night, everything changed. The city went from a thriving metropolis to a forgotten ghost beneath the Nile. No survivors left records. No one warned future generations. Just sudden, absolute disappearance. Chapter 6: A City That Haunts the Present. Today, Thonis Heraclean lies silently beneath the Nile, holding its secrets tightly. Divers report feeling strange sensations near certain temples. Cold chills, whispers, and the heavy weight of history. It's a city frozen in time, yet somehow alive. A place where history, legend, and mystery collide. And its disappearance is a chilling reminder. No matter how powerful a civilization may seem, nature, and perhaps forces beyond human understanding, can erase it in an instant. The eternal warning. Thonis Heraclean is not just a lost city. It is a warning, a tale of power, arrogance, and sudden disappearance. Beneath the murky waters of the Nile, it waits silently, whispering to those who dare to listen. No city is permanent. No glory lasts forever. And even the mightiest can vanish overnight. The city may be underwater, forgotten by most, but its story lives on, chilling, haunting, and eternal. Dvarka, the lost city of Krishna. Imagine a city of gold, marble, and towering palaces. Streets buzzing with merchants, temples echoing with chants. Ships docked at harbors, carrying treasures and spices across the Arabian Sea. This was Dvarka, the legendary city of Lord Krishna, a jewel of ancient India. But today, Dvarka lies beneath the waves, completely lost. A city that vanished from history, leaving only myths, legends, and ruins underwater. Chapter 1: The Legendary City. According to the Mahabharata and ancient texts, Dvarka was a city built by Krishna himself. Its streets were laid with gold. Its temples were magnificent, dedicated to Vishnu and other deities. It was said that Dvarka was rich beyond imagination, attracting merchants from far-off lands. Scholars suggest it was also a major port, connecting India with the Middle East. But there's more. Dvarka was said to have advanced urban planning, with roads, citadels, and defense systems centuries ahead of its time. It was a city that dazzled the imagination and inspired awe in those who saw it. Chapter 2: The Sudden Disappearance. And then one night, Dvarka disappeared. Legends claim that after Krishna left the mortal world, the city sank into the Arabian Sea. No trace remained. No survivors recorded the event. Just empty waters where a thriving civilization once stood. Archaeologists who later explored the area were shocked to find underwater structures, some made of sandstone, arranged in grids. Foundations of buildings, walls, and even harbors emerged from the depths. It was undeniable. Dvarka had existed, and it had been swallowed by the sea. Chapter 3: The Underwater Discoveries. In the 1980s, marine archaeologist Drive S. R. Rao led explorations off the coast of modern-day Gujarat. Using sonar mapping and diving equipment, his team discovered foundations of ancient walls, stone blocks arranged in geometric patterns, ruins of temples and residential areas, anchors, pottery, and artifacts from 1500 BCE or earlier. The city was much larger than previously imagined. Some estimates suggest it spanned up to 9 square kilometers. What made it more chilling was the perfect preservation underwater. Streets, docks, and walls remained in place, as if waiting for the citizens to return. Chapter 4: Mysteries and Theories. How could an entire city vanish so completely? Scholars offer several theories. 1. Rising sea levels. As the Arabian Sea expanded over centuries, low-lying coastal settlements were submerged. 2. Earthquakes and tsunamis. The region is seismically active. One massive earthquake could have caused sudden flooding. 3. Divine intervention. According to legend, Dvarka sank after Krishna left, fulfilling a cosmic plan beyond human understanding. Some artifacts suggest advanced trade with Mesopotamia, Egypt, and other civilizations. Could Dvarka have been part of a vast, interconnected ancient world, lost to time? Chapter 5: Ghostly Echoes of the Past. Diving into Dvarka today is like stepping into a ghost city. The underwater ruins give the eerie impression that the city is frozen in time. Some diverse report strange sensations, sudden drops in temperature, feeling of being watched, and whispers carried by the water. Could it be the echoes of Krishna's city, guarding its secrets? Unlike most lost cities, Dvarka is still alive in legend. Stories of Krishna, his palace, and the city's treasures continue to inspire awe and fear. Chapter 6: Why Dvarka Matters. Dvarka is not just a legend. It is proof that civilizations can vanish, leaving only fragments behind. It reminds us that the ocean holds hidden histories, waiting to be uncovered, and that even the most powerful cities, blessed with gods or wealth, are not immune to nature or time. The ruins beneath the waves challenge historians, archaeologists, and storytellers alike. How much of human history has been lost beneath the oceans? The eternal city under the sea. Today, Dvarka rests silently under the Arabian Sea. Its streets, temples, and docks remain hidden from the world above. Yet the city whispers through legends, texts, and artifacts, tells a chilling story. Even the grandest civilizations, no matter how divine or wealthy, can disappear overnight. And Dvarka waits beneath the waves, forgotten by many, but never truly gone. Because some cities are eternal, not in life but in mystery.